welcome to Naxos Classical Spotlight. I'm Raymond Bisha. In this podcast, we feature music from Ukrainian-born composer Alexey Shor. That elegant opening music was from his Suite No. 2 for piano and orchestra titled Cinderella. Here's a bit more. That was Cinderella from the piece From My Bookshelf. Alexey Shor was born and raised in Ukraine, but he left to study mathematics in the United States and currently spends most of his time in New York. In 2022, he was appointed at the Yehudi Menuhin School as their first associate composer, and he's been the composer in residence for the Armenian State Symphony Orchestra since 2017. Here is Tom Sawyer with the Kyiv Virtuosi Orchestra and pianist Behzod Abduraimov. That was Tom Sawyer from the piece From My Bookshelf. The suite for piano and orchestra was composed in 2019, but in fact goes back to Alexey Shor's own childhood and a bookshelf that was in his bedroom. In the suite, Shor offers listeners a series of musical portraits, each one focusing on a particular character from a wide number of different books that were on this bookshelf. So the music itself becomes kind of a bookshelf, starting with Cinderella, through palaces and balls to Don Quixote and Tom Sawyer, to D'Artagnan from the Three Musketeers. That was D'Artagnan from the piece From My Bookshelf. Farewell Nocturne, Homage à Mikhail Glinka, is particularly lovely. An absolutely charming 4-minute work for piano and string orchestra based on Glinka's famous Nocturne, La Séparation. Listening to his music, Alexey Shor's respect and admiration for Mikhail Glinka is clear. Here it is, with the Kyiv Virtuosi and pianist Behzod Abduraimov, conducted by Massimiliano Caldi. That was Farewell Nocturne, Homage à Mikhail Glinka. Alexey Shor's Flute Concerto is based on his own Clarinet Concerto No. 1 and was adapted for flute by the composer himself. And it challenges the soloist with a blend of lyricism and technical brilliance. From that concerto, here is some of the lovely slow movement with flute soloist Jasmine Choi. Behzod Abduraimov started playing piano at age 5 at the Upensky State Central Lyceum in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and is currently artist-in-residence at the International Center for Music at Park University, Missouri. Jasmine Choi has performed around the world as a soloist with orchestras such as the Wiener Symphoniker, the Philadelphia Orchestra, and the Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra. The Kyiv Virtuosi is one of Ukraine's leading orchestras. There are also 2 conductors on this album. Massimiliano Caldi is active as a conductor in both Italy and Poland, and Grammy Award-nominated cellist and conductor Dmitry Yablonsky also shares the conducting duties. Yablonsky is currently the music director of Kyiv Virtuosi. That was some of the final movement of the Flute Concerto by Alexey Shor. All of the music in this podcast was composed by Alexey Shor and performed by the Kyiv Virtuosi with soloists Behzod Abduraimov on piano and Jasmine Choi on flute, conducted either by Massimiliano Caldi or Dmitry Yablonsky. Naxos catalog number 8.579140. That's all for this podcast. I'm Raymond Bisha. Thanks for joining me. To go out, here is Romeo and Juliet, the final movement of From My Bookshelf.